Peace. What's going on, everybody? This is Retro Miyagi. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, bliss day, and that you guys are keeping your vibrations as high as you can possibly reach them, as high as you can possibly attain. You know, you want to be meditating 3 times a day. You know, you can start off with like 10-minute sessions. You know, but you want to get up to at least 30 minutes a day. You feel me? So I'm out here in the park. I'm sitting out in the park because yeah, I just wanted to get out in nature for this one. But I'm actually gonna rearrange myself over here to where nobody can see me. Get my shoes. I'm barefoot out here, nigga. I'm out in the park, nigga, with the wilderness. Okay, this is better. Yeah, I ain't trying to be looking at niggas. I'm trying to be in my highest frequency. I'm just trying to zone out and focus on what I need to tell you guys. So, the reason why we're doing this on a pre-recorded video is because they will not allow me to go live and post it. For some reason, I can't upload the live. I can go live, but I can't actually upload it. I don't know what that's about. If I had to guess, I don't think they liked my Men in Black 1 video that I did on YouTube. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my first Men in Black, because we're going to be decoding Men in Black 2 today. If you guys want to check out my first Men in Black, go to Retro Miyagi of the Great on YouTube. All you got to do is type in Retro Miyagi, and it should pop up. Both of my pages will pop up, but go to the Retro Miyagi of the Great. That's where my decoding will be, and you can check that out before you watch this. We're not gonna be doing it like we've been doing my decodings. Like usually I'll have the TV going and I'll be like clipping bits and pieces of it so you guys can get a visual. But I'm gonna let you guys watch the movie on your own time from now on, because I don't want to get copyright. I don't want to give them any reason to take the video when I do it. So yeah, that's the public announcement. Disclaimers, it might take me a minute to get to what I need to get to, because I'm just going from the soul. I'm just flowing it out. I'm just flowing out. I'm channeling, you know, so it might take me a minute. If you guys don't have the time, you know, this probably ain't gonna be the video for you. It takes time to get self-enlightenment. It takes time to break out of the matrix. It takes time to do these things, y'all, you know. So we're just gonna hop right into it. So how Men in Black starts off, it starts off with the Kylothians, I think that's what they're called, and the Zartha. You know, it's 2 extraterrestrial races, Kylothian and Zartha. Basically, the Kylothians are trying to conquer the planet Zartha, but they're the thing that they need to conquer them is this thing called the light. It's like something that they're like fighting for. So the Zarthans go to planet Earth to hide the light from the Kylothians. Mainly just one Kylothian, because one Kylothian can fuck the whole race up. Maybe like, and we see that in the movie, like she can multiply herself. So the Kylothian's name is Serlina. So that's her name. Serlina is looking for the light that is now on planet Earth. That's how it starts off, right? It starts off with this shabby little video clip, you know, briefly explaining what happened. But what had actually happened was it was Agent K. Agent K is he had a relationship with the princess of Zartha. So planet Earth can't intervene, or else it would put their planet at risk. So they tell them that, but instead they stall the Kylothians. They stall Serlina. They stall her and basically set off a decoy, and she goes and follows that decoy, and it takes her 25 years to realize that the light is still on Earth. So that's how it starts. She's coming back to the planet Earth, man. While she's on her little spaceship, she's blowing up planets and shit, just, you know, off the strength, nigga, just that she can. She's blowing up planets on the way to Earth. She gets to Earth, and she's in her snake form. So off rip, the Kylothians represent the reptilians, right? And the Zarthans, they represent the Palladians. You feel me? That's just what they look like. You know, when they're putting the truth in here, they don't ever put the whole truth. You feel me? I'm not saying that like the reptilians were warring with the Palladians for the light. That's what, you know, they're just using these races But those races that are named the Zarthans and the fucking Calothians, those are real races. You feel me? All the shit that they show you in Men in Black is real. They just rename the alien races and they make them look different. You feel me? Like they show you blue avians and shit, and that's the bird people, look like Big Bird. They show you them, but they show you different colors of them and shit, you know. So, you know, they're gonna throw you off while they're telling you the truth, you know. So I'm out here with the bees and shit, you know. I'm connected with nature. I've never done one in the park before, but I feel really good. My energy is really high. So she gets to Earth, and first thing she does is she sees this little Sports Illustrated magazine on the ground, and the wind blows it to a page with a model on it. So first thing she does is she shapeshifts into the model. Now that's the ability of the reptilians. They're able to emit a frequency. They don't actually shapeshift. They're able to actually emit a frequency because this is light code lockdown. Everything that you see is, you know, nothing's real. It's all bouncing off of matter and showing you is bouncing, you know, your light, the light in your eyes is reflecting back, you know, refracting off of shit and coming back to you in different forms. You feel me? Like, you think that you're looking at a park, a tree, and all this, but it all can be different shit. You feel me? And they tell you about this in the Matrix, bro. That light and shit, everything that you can touch, see, feel, hear, and, you know, taste, all your five senses, that is only that's just what locks you into the Matrix. Or you feel me? That's why when you meditate, you're able to get more self-enlightenment, because you're in the real world. You're back in the center of the universe, where you always are to begin with. You know, what they did is they found a way to encode the light when it's coming back to your eyes. So that's where the reptilians come in at. They emit a frequency to make them look like human beings, but they're not. They're actually reptilians. And, you know, that's why she's taking on that form. You feel me? She can't just walk around in her Calothian form. Kylothian. I might not be saying the race of her right, but you get the gist. She's walking around in her Kylothian form, but she needs a fucking disguise. So she's first thing she does is get a disguise, and she eats some dude, you know, just showing you that she's very hostile. And then it cuts to, bear with me, because I gotta remember the scenes. I'm not at home just flicking through the TV. I gotta remember the scenes. So I think then it cuts to Will Smith and his new agent partner, because his partner used to be Agent K, but Agent K had Will Smith neuralize him at the end of the first movie, because, you know, he's trying to retire. He tells him Will thought he was trying to recruit a partner, but the whole time he was recruiting his replacement. So, you know, and then there's this other girl from the morgue in the first movie that ends up being his partner for a little bit, but she ends up wanting to go back to the morgue. You feel me? I think that it was too much for her. So Will neuralizes her, and she goes back to the morgue, and he gets a new partner called Agent T. So Agent T, you feel me? He's this young, ambitious, you feel me? He's ambitious, you feel me? The first thing we see is he's policing this alien named Jeff. You feel me? And we don't actually see him. He's in the subway, but he's got like this flower on his head, and it's sticking through the grate. You feel me? And first thing, he's coming at him like the good cop. You know, he's being all peaceful and shit, trying to like resolve the issue of why he's outside of his jurisdiction, because that's what they do. If you're outside of your jurisdiction, they're gonna come police you, and that in itself represents like what they're doing to us in real life. You feel me? Like, you know, it's not really the Men in Black doing it, it's the oppressors. They're policing us on our own land. You feel me? The black people are gods, and we're the aboriginal beings to this land. We made this planet, and we're natural to it. All the continents and all pieces of land, there was black people there before they conquered us. So, you know, when they're talking about the Men in Black police aliens and shit, we have Men in Black in the cosmos, which is like cosmic police, like the Galactic Confederation that police aliens and shit. But, you know, when they're talking about police and aliens in the movie, that's kind of like what they do to us, because they have us in certain zip codes and certain hoods and shit. You feel me? If you go outside of that, they're gonna come police you. Hey, what are you doing? You're outside of your jurisdiction. This is restricted area. Like, if you get out of your car on the highway and you just decide to just walk and see what's out there, you feel me, somebody's gonna come up to you and be like, hey man, what are you doing way out here? You feel me? You ain't supposed to just get off your car and just explore the world and, you know, uncover the secrets of the fucking planet that we conquered. You feel me? Because what's gonna happen is, because we're gonna talk about people losing their memory. That's what this movie's about, really. Like, people losing their memory and gaining it back. That goes into like how the gods lost their memory. We all have amnesia. You feel me? If you're not taking it upon yourself to go out and meditate and shit, you're pretty much stuck here, like in the Matrix, you know, stuck in Lyco lockdown, stuck being a slave. You feel me? You're just gonna be working and shit. But you're gonna have this feeling. You know, we look up at the stars and shit. Like, I know you all you guys have looked up at the stars and you guys have felt that you're more connected to the stars than the planet. You feel me? Like, you know, yeah, that's what Kay says. You feel me? But let's slow down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's backtrack. So it's Agent T and Agent J. That's what Will Smith's name is, Agent J. He's not a rookie anymore. In the first movie, he was a rookie. You know, he was undertrained. You feel me? Like, he didn't even have a neuralizer. He took K's old neuralizer. So, you know, now he's not a rookie anymore. Now he's more experienced, and now he's teaching people. Like, he's teaching people the ways of the Men in Black officer or whatever. You feel me? So he's got his partner, and off rip, like, you know, they're like, it's like a good cop bad cop dynamic. But Agent T is not supposed to be a bad cop, nigga. Like, he's supposed to be like learning after Will Smith. This nigga grabs the flower on Jeff's head. He's like, yeah, talk, worm boy. And he's, you know, he's just harassing him, you know, like, and fucking Jeff ain't going for that shit. He pops out and eats that nigga. And then Will hops in the sewer and he's, you know, trying to like tranquilize him. And that's just where we start off. Like, it starts off like Will ends up, you know, making the worm fall asleep. He saves a bunch of people in the subway. And then he goes and sits on a bench with T, you know, and they're just talking. Will's like, you know, Will's asking him, you know, you ever look up at the stars and shit? Like, he, you know, because that's what K used to talk to his old partner. That's like the thing of the Men in Black, looking at the stars and, you know, wondering if there's more out here than what meets the eye. You feel me? So he's talking to T, and he's like, yeah, I think we should go get some pie. You know, so they go to the damn restaurant and they order pie, right? And T's like, yeah, good pie. And he said, yeah, it's awfully crowded in here. And then out of nowhere, T just starts bust out crying. And Will Smith's like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, you're gonna neuralize me. And Will's like, no, I'm not. And he said, yeah, you brought me here because it's a crowded place. You don't want me to make a scene. And Will's like, well, you're definitely making a scene. And then he's just crying and shit. Will asks him, he's like, hey, why did you join MIB, which is Men in Black? He's like, why did you join? He said he used to be like, you know, some Marine or something, and he likes the action, and he likes being heroic. And Will's like, you know, that's the wrong reasons to join Men in Black, because he talks about, you ever heard of James Edwards, which is Will Smith, it's the fucking Agent J's real name, you know, because when you turn into an agent, you gotta like kill your identity. You put your hands on this ball and it burns off your fingerprints, and they burn your social security card, your birth certificate, you know, neuralize your family. Like, yeah, you're a complete agent for the system at that point. You know, you delete your identity. So he asked him, he said, man, yeah, what are you trying to get out of this? And basically he said, I mean, T says he's trying to be heroic. He's trying to be known as a hero, you know. And Will's like, yeah, you chose the wrong job for this. He said there's a guy named James Edward that pretty much just saved 85 people from an alien in the subway, but nobody will ever know. Yeah, and then he just gets to crying some more, like, and Will just neuralizes him, you know, because he can't handle it. And Will knows, he's like, I ain't trying to have my dude out here hurting and suffering, because like Kay told Will, Will asked him, he said, is it worth it, when he was recruiting him? Because he had, you know, broke it down. He, like, pretty much woke him up. Like, yeah, bro, there's a lot more out here than you think. You feel me? And, you know, he basically gave him the red pill, blue pill option. He's like, yeah, you can join the Men in Black, or you can fucking just stay asleep. And Will chose to join. He asked him, was it worth it? You know? And he's like, oh yeah, it's worth it. And he looked back at him. He said, if you're strong enough. So this is a good example of not everybody strong enough. Like Elle, which is the girl from the morgue in the first movie that became an agent at the end, she wasn't strong enough. She wanted to go back to the morgue, and T wasn't strong enough. You feel me? So Will is just out here without a partner, pretty much. Like, that's the next thing that happens. He goes back to headquarters, and he's he don't have a partner. But Serlina, she goes to this one dude's house, which is an alien with 2 heads, that is her partner. It's just her partner. Somebody that she uses to like get shit done. And she asks him like, hey, what you doing? You pretty much slacking. She gets to harassing him, and he's like, oh no, I'm not slacking, I got some intel. And there's this guy, like a pizza parlor we need to go check out. So they go check it out. They go to the pizza parlor, and this is where we meet one of our other main characters. Her name is like Laura Vanquez. And this is important. Laura is very important to the story. So they go down there. They're looking for the light. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the light of Zartha. They go to the pizza parlor, and first there's an alien in there, but it doesn't look like an alien. We meet Laura. She's talking to her manager, and she's known him her whole life. She's known him her whole life, and whole time he was an alien. So Serlina's over there. She knows he's a Zarthan. So she knows he's a Zarthan, and that's important. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, like, fucking old girl's a Zarthan. Laura is a Zarthan. So they basically, she doesn't remember who she is though, but she has people around her that does remember. That is very important. This dude is a Zarthan too. He never exposed himself. He just looks like, oh, he's just her asshole manager, kind of, because he's kind of an asshole. Like, he gives her an employee of the month poster, and she's like all happy about it. He's like, yeah, you'll do plenty of great shit. Now go get some Mountain Dew from the cellar. As she's like, oh, okay, let me go get it. So he kind of, he's her boss, but like whole time he's under disguise, like, and he knows who she is. That's the fucking, she's the light. She is the light. So whole time she's been around people of her own kind, and he's been in disguise acting like a human. That is very important. So Serlina knows who he is. She's like, give it up, Zarthan. She said, I know the light is here. And he's like, yeah, you're too late. At the end of the day, the light's gonna go back to planet Zartha, and we're gonna win the war, and there's nothing you can do about it. So she kills him. She splits him in half, and it like lets his essence out. That freaks Laura out. So that's pretty much what happened. They dip, right? But Will goes back to headquarters. He's explaining to Zed, which is his is like the leader of Men in Black. He's explaining to Zed that he done neuralized another partner. Like, he's known for neuralizing people. They this one dude, he's like down there doing something. Like, when Will comes into the office, he's talking to everybody, because he's a big dog now. He ain't no rookie no more. So he's telling people, hey, do this, do that, go get them fission atomizers. And he asks him, he's like, wait, what's that dead alien doing here? And I think it's fucking what's the nigga's name from Wild 'N Out? Nick Cannon. I think it's Nick Cannon. Yeah, Nick Cannon sitting there like, yeah, it's my fault, sir. And he's pulling his glasses out, don't neuralize me, sir. And Will's like, what the fuck does that mean? He said, nothing, sir. So Will's he's known for neuralizing people, neuralizing agents. So yeah, he goes to talk to Zed, and he's like, yeah, I'm out of an agent. And Zed has a job for him. He's like, yeah, it was an alien on alien crime. Go check it out. So he doesn't have a partner. He needs one. Zed's like, hey, you need a partner. And the only guys around is the dog from the first movie that isn't actually a dog. He's an alien. That's important, because basically what you're going to realize is this is real. Now I'm talking about real life. There's a lot of extraterrestrial life around you, disguising as shit that you would never believe, fam. Like, we as gods and just other higher beings that like are, they can all descend down here and take on different shapes. You feel me? Like, you think you're looking at a dog, but it's an extraterrestrial. You think you're looking at a puddle of water. You think you're looking at you know, you think you're looking at what you think you're looking at, but it's not. You know, it's actually extraterrestrial shape-shifting for this war that's about to happen. So, you know, he takes the dog on with him, you know, and it's important to know he's not really a dog. He tells him that a couple times in the first movie and in the second. He's like, I'm not really a dog. I just look like a dog, you know, but he's an extraterrestrial. So they go to the pizza parlor where Serlina just killed the that manager, and everybody's talking to Laura, you know, but Will goes and takes over the case. He's like, hey, yeah, he starts talking to Laura, and he said, hey, you can get some pie, like you need pie. So he takes her to go get some pie. Yeah, I guess that's where he just takes people to get neuralized. Like, he's like, hey, you need some pie. So they go to the restaurant, you know, where they eat pie and shit, and he's just talking to her. He's like asking her like what happened and shit, and he gets a good read on the situation, and he bonds with her. You know, she's very pretty. You know, he just bonds with her, and he's about to neuralize her, but she says, yeah, this shit must be lonely, and that makes him for some reason not neuralize her, so she gets to keep her memory. He dips out, and we go back to the office, and Zed, he asks him about the light of Zartha, and Zed is like, hey, that shouldn't be a thing, because Kay handled that like 25 years ago. You feel me? He handled that case 25 years ago. So, but Kay's the only person that knows where the light is, like if it would be on Earth, but he's already neuralized himself. So now we got to go get Kay, and he works at a post office. So they go, him and the dog go to get Kay, but the dog stays in the car. Will goes in, and Kay's there. You know, he's just in his full Matrix mode. You know, he's just a postman. He's like, you know, he's a postman. And Will comes up, and he's like, hey, bro, you're really a Men in Black officer, and you police aliens and shit, and we need your help. We need you to come back and join the Men in Black again, or the fate of the world is in your hands. And, you know, he thinks he's crazy. So he goes back into the back of the post office. So Will follows him, and you can just tell by the way he's talking to everybody that he's more than just a postman. Like, he's giving them fucking orders and shit. Like, hey, I want a full check on everybody in here. I need a full intel check. And yeah, he's just talking to him like post people don't be talking like that. He talking to him like some motherfucking military chief, nigga. So Will's like, hey, look how you're talking to them. He said, do you really think that this is who you are? He said, you obviously like are a little bit more than who you think you are. So you know, Kay's not buying it. So Will's like, okay. So he pulls out his little scanner thing, and he can scan any aliens that are in disguise, basically. So he like scans this black dude. He starts beatboxing, because that's the language that the alien speaks. And Kay's just sitting there looking like, the fuck? And he tells the alien to basically tell the other aliens to expose themselves. So that's what happens. Everybody in the fucking post office around Kay is an alien. You know, just like the fucking Laura, she had that alien in there with her, making sure she was all right, checking on her. Kay was completely surrounded by extraterrestrial life in the post office. Everybody's an alien. You feel me? Like, they're all taking off their disguise. One dude, he takes off his upper half, and it's an alien controlling it. One dude takes off his disguise, and he's got an alien head. You know, they're all fucking extraterrestrials. He opens up the fucking post machine that's shooting mail into the mailboxes, and it's a fucking nigga in there with like 10 arms, nigga, shooting them shits in there, smoking a cigarette. Kay, he's not even like surprised. This is important, y'all. Kay's not even surprised. He's smoking a cigarette. He grabs a cigarette. No smoking. Because Kay knows who he is, but he doesn't remember. But he knows this shit. That's like what all this represents, right? You know, this represents like how the gods know like there's shit up, but like we don't know, like we don't remember, but there's shit up here. Like, we're all looking at the stars. We all like looking at these conspiracy theories. Like, you know, we know that there's more than what meets the eye. Like, when we heard that, like when we watched the Matrix movie, we know this shit's real. When we see shit, we're connected to that shit, but we just when we're looking at fiction, it's like, why are we so attracted to shit that's not real? You know, it's because it is real and we have amnesia. So, you know, that's what that's about, right? Like, so basically after all them aliens expose him, K goes out to his truck, his little mail truck, and Will's talking to him. He said, yeah, man, that's why your wife left you. It's not because nothing. It's because you're connected to this shit. And you know, he punches Will for saying like that's why his wife left him. It's shit funny as hell. And then Will's like, all right, okay, so like if you really want to know this shit, then come on, follow me. If not, then you can just stay here and keep doing this mundane shit. So that basically catches K, because he's like, he says, if you want to know why you look at the stars at night, you know, then come with me. If not, stay here at the post office. And then he goes in his car, and the dog's like, you think he's buying it? And Will don't even gotta look. He knows K. He just opens the door. K walks in there. He's like, all right, man. And he said, you tell me why I look at the stars. And he said, he said, I'm only here to see. He said, as soon as shit's not adding up, I'm gone. So, you know, they basically, he takes him back to the headquarters, right? And they're gonna de-neuralize him, because they neuralized him at first. They're gonna give him his memories back. Now that's important, because the de-neuralizer us being neuralized represents us falling in frequency after the war, you know. And us getting our memories back is what's happening now that we're in the age of Aquarius. We was just in the age of Pisces, which is the age of belief. We just believe shit, you know. We believe in these religions and spells and shit. Well, you know, now we're in the age of the no. We're in the age of awakening. We're in the age of shit being revealed to us, you feel me? Like, you know, so we're getting our memories back now, you feel me? They're just coming back, and the sun's going to be deneuralizing as the sun's going to be solar flaring, and every time the sun solar flares, it's feeding your genes information. All your genes is dormant, you feel me? Just like the fucking knowledge of the light of Zartha was dormant inside of K. That shit was dormant inside of him. He had to awaken that shit. So he goes to he's trying to go get deneuralized, right? He's going to get his weapon and get his suit on. You know, Will's basically doing everything K did for him. Oh, this is the last suit you ever wear. He gives him the noisy cricket, that little ass gun. He gives him that. Like, he said, this is your favorite gun. You know, he's fucking with him, getting him back for that shit. And you know, they go to the deneuralizer. He's gonna give him his memories back. But so Serlena's there because, you know, they be checking out the alien, registering them and shit. She's out there getting registered. She's acting like a normal, like she's not a Kylothian or whatever. Like she's not the op. She's, you know, she's getting registered, and then she just busts out and attacks everybody. She basically puts the MIB in lockdown. And when it goes into lockdown, they have a bunch of shit that happens. Like the whole room, like, you know, it gets pressurized, shit gets locked. You know, like when fucking buildings go on lockdown, a bunch of, you know, restrictions and shit happen. You know, like the doors get locked and shit. Like, that's what happens, you know. But the room they're in, they get flushed out of it. Like, they don't even get to use the neuralizer, the deneuralizer. They don't get to get his memories back. So they have to go, they get flushed out into the city, and the Men in Black headquarters gets taken over by Serlena. So they have to go find an alternate way. They have to go find another deneuralizer, which is some shabby one that Jeeves made. If you don't know who Jeeves is, it's the dude from the first one that you know, K be shooting his head off and it be growing back. Is that guy. So they go to his shop, and he always be having, like, you know, illegal shit. Like, that's what he do. He's like a black market type of nigga. So they find out he's got the only other deneuralizer in the world, right? So they go to get deneuralized. They take him to get deneuralized, right? They have to threaten him and shit because he don't want to bring K back. K's always shooting his damn head off. He's like, hey, I either kill him and it doesn't work and you shoot my head off. He's talking to Will, or it works and then he shoots my head off. So what's my option? And then Will puts the gun to his head anyway. So, like, nigga, you're gonna get your head shot off either way, you know. So they're in the basement, and he's getting deneuralized, right? Like, it's like this shabby ass thing, like, you know, it's shabby, it's homemade, you feel me? Like, he asked him if he ever uses it. He's like, yeah, I've cooked some popcorn with it, with the exhaust before. They're loud as fuck. We're at a park, you feel me? I must be getting to a good part. Yeah, so it's some shabby ass deneuralizer, like it's homemade. So they hook him up, you know, and he gets to doing it. It makes the whole city black out and everything comes back on, and you know, he shoots out of the chair. And they're looking down at him like, did it work? And Kay shoots his head off. So Will immediately assumes it works, and he's like, no, it didn't work. And he said, well, how did you know his head was gonna grow back? He's like, it grows back. Meaning Kay is just that nigga, like he don't play. And he don't be playing, you feel me? So yeah, Kay's like, all right, I'm out. I gave y'all chance, and he's pissed off because that shit shot him out the chair. Like, he's like, all right, I'm out. And he leaves. He goes upstairs and he leaves, and he goes outside. But Jeeves tells him, he's like, wait, Kay, he said, your brain's rebooting. You just need a minute. And, you know, Kay already walks out. So he's outside. So Kay's outside, right? He's leaving. And Will's still down there. And, you know, Jeeves is sitting there talking to him. He's like, man, I hope this doesn't ruin our trust that we've been building forever. And then niggas bust in there because when Serlina took over the Men in Black headquarters, there was all types of, like, villains and shit locked up. She let them out and told them to go find Kay and kill him, right? Or bring him to her, or not kill him, but bring him to her so she can interrogate him and find out where the light is. That's all she wants. She wants the light. Her beef's not with Earth, it's with the Zarthans. You feel me? So she lets them go, you know, and they go and find where Kay's at, or Jeeves' shop is at, and they bust in through the basement. You feel me? They bust in there, and they immediately get to fighting Will and shit. And this is where, like, Will needing a partner comes in at, because, like, Will needs a partner. Like, he can do this shit by himself, but in situations just like that, where he gets outnumbered and somebody grabs him, he needs a partner for that shit. That's why they were saying, like, yeah, Men in Black, they go in two pairs, that you need a partner. And he over here neuralizing everybody. So, yeah, he's fighting the fucking convicts, bro. And Kay's outside, right? Kay's outside getting... like, his memory's starting to come back. So, like, he's just looking at the world, right? And, like, everybody he starts seeing, like, he starts looking deeper into him. Like, he's aware of shit now. Like, the same shit, like, he would see, like, literally before he got deneuralized, he starts looking, he's like, he starts seeing shit. Like, he starts seeing shit for what it is. This represents, like, us, like, waking up, and, like, we're able to see the world now. Like, we're able to see shit. Like, we're able to see the clouds spraying in the sky. We're able to see, like, reptilians' eyes shifting and shit. We're more aware. We're in a higher frequency. That's exactly what happens. You know, he's starting to see tails on the mailman and shit outside. He's just noticing shit. Like, he's noticing all these extraterrestrials. He's noticing, like, hey, this bum pushing a shopping cart full of clothes and shit. It's got an alien in that cart. Like, he's aware. His third eye opens. You feel me? So, and that's what that scene literally represents because of how it does it. Like, he's about to step on a cockroach, a bug. He's about to step on a bug, and then he stops. He looks at that bug, and then the bug gets to talking to him. He said, damn decent of you. And Kay's like, yeah, no problem. You know, it just represents, like, and that, you know, they're talking about, like, yeah, some of the extraterrestrials do be bugs and shit. Like, praying mantises are fucking part of the insectoid species. Not even just that, but, like, everything is alive and conscious, and you can speak to this shit. Like, you're not supposed to be killing insects and shit. So, like, when he do that, when he's got his foot over it and it gets to talking to him, that represents, like, he's connected to nature again. Like, he's connected back to, like, the real reality, not the Matrix, what they want you to believe. He's connected to real reality now. So he gets his realization, and he goes back in to help Jay. He go back in there to help his nigga. He's like, oh yeah, I'm back now. And they get it busting, you feel me? They whoop all them aliens and they get gone. Like, he's like, all right, yeah, we're about to go get this light as Arthur. And Will's like, yeah, we need to go back to the headquarters and get the bus and caps, you feel me? And Kay's like, nah, that's a trap. They want us to do that, you feel me? So Kay left a bunch of shit for him Because look, this is what happened, right? He asked him, because he asked K, give me a second. I'm just calming my energy, because these fucking crickets and shit just got super loud. Like, not everything's what y'all think it is, y'all. They don't want you to wake up on any fucking level, so shit will start happening to distract you from what you're saying. So he asked K, like, do you remember shit now? He's like, yep. He said, do you remember the light is Arthur? He's like, nope. He said, well, why is that? He said, I must have neuralized myself to stop myself from talking about it or some shit. So, like, to protect. Yeah, he neuralized himself to protect shit. So he's like, oh, damn, K. But he left himself a lot of notes and shit. Like, he left himself a lot of riddles to get back to this moment. Like, he had a picture in his shirt. Like, he always knew this moment would come. Now, this represents our ancestors. Like, while we were falling in frequency, you know, we always left ourselves shit to remember the real world, right? Like, to remember when we got to this level, so that we can remember. Like, our ancestors was leaving us like codes and shit. Like the Egyptians, they left certain shit on the hieroglyphs for us to like remember. They left certain shit out in nature, like butterflies going into like caterpillars going into butterflies and shit like that. Like metamorphosis. We went into a reverse metamorphosis. Now we're going to go back into a regular metamorphosis, back into where we go. Because, like, look, a caterpillar literally rises in frequency. It's not that it's just changing. We don't be asking ourselves how it goes from a fucking worm that crawls on the ground to something that can literally fly in the air. It's rising in frequency, y'all. That's the same thing that's going to happen to us. Or we're going to go through a metamorphosis. Some of us are going to get our wings back. Like, because we all can fly and shit. But, like, we're literally going to change back to who we were. We're going to morph and shit. We're going to all shift back to who we are at source. You feel me? And our ancestors, like, while they were falling in frequency, they left all types of codes in the matrix. You feel me? To like help us when this came. You feel me? That's what that represents. So he's like, he goes back to the pizza parlor where Laura is, you know, and he's trying to like remember, because he left himself a bunch of codes. You know, he's got this picture in his coat that matches the picture on the wall. He puts that on there, and then the picture's pointing at something, and then that's pointing at something, and it's pointing at some keys. You feel me? Like, but Will's talking to Laura, and they're pretty much like, yeah, we need to get you out of here, you know. So they take her to the because they didn't like Kay's talking to Will. He's like, yeah, you were supposed to neuralize her. Like, she's in danger she's a witness. You feel me? She can get hurt, nigga. So and he's not gonna. Will don't want to neuralize her, so he takes them in the hide. He takes her in the hiding, and and basically Will and Kay go to like keep getting these codes. Like, the key is like some locker in a train station that has these aliens inside the locker guarding this wristwatch that has a timer for like when they have to send the light back to Zartha, or the fucking or something will go, like the light will go nuclear and blow up on planet Earth. You feel me? Like, so it's basically like a doomsday clock down, nigga. Like, he's got this clock in the locker. He takes it, and he knows like how much time they got. So after they get that, you know, they took Laura to somewhere safe, you know, where the little alien worms were. They take her there, right? And they're like, we'll come get you in a little bit. They ask her, he remembers. No, okay, so this is what happens. There's another clue. I don't remember what the clue is, but it's like they go to the movie store, and it's like it's a movie store. Because I don't remember like how he got that clue. It's another clue. You feel me? It doesn't really matter. But they get to the movie store, right? And you know, they're talking to these movies. Like, he ordered a book. I mean, he ordered a movie and never got it. So like, this is part of his, you know, riddles to remember who he is all the way. So like, yeah, they go get the movie that he was supposed to order, you know, and they go watch it upstairs with the people, with the fucking book people, because they live there too. You feel me? They live upstairs in the attic or whatever. So they're watching that shit, and you know, it's basically showing what happened, but it's, you know, it's not really showing what happened. Now this represents, well, now I'm talking about the altercation with the Calothian, with Serlina in the fucking it's showing the altercation with Serlina trying to get the light from the Zarthans on planet Earth, and like the planet Earth is saying like, well, we can't intervene because the Zarthans want them to hide the light on Earth so that she can't find it, but they tell them, hey, we can't intervene. But that's exactly what they end up doing. K ends up doing that anyway. He ends up hiding the light on Earth anyway and sending off a decoy ship, and he said, hey, that's the light, you better go get it. And she kills the princess of Zartha, and then she goes to go get the light, and it takes her 25 years to realize, hey, I've been chasing some bullshit. So she comes back and she figures out it's on Earth. So yeah, I already talked about that. But he's going and watching the movie. It's the same movie that because the Men in Black 2 movie starts out with a fucking like makeshift movie telling you what's going on, but it's that movie that he's gonna go watch. So they're watching the movie, and the shit's completely different from how shit really played out. Like, it has them playing out in the daytime in the sunlight, but it really happened at night. And that's what he starts remembering. Now this goes into like when we're watching this shit, like when we're watching Men in Black, we know this shit real, and it's making us remember this shit, but it's different. It's still throwing you off. Now that's exactly what the shit was doing for K. Like, it was trying to throw him off, but he remembered. He's like, no, he said, that's not right. It was at night and it was raining, and it brought his memory back. Like, he remembered the real story of what they were trying to tell in that movie. You feel me? So like, yeah, he remembers like who the light really fucking is, and he remembers it's the girl. You know, he remembers it's the girl. He calls the girl. He has Will call the girl and ask her about a bracelet and if it's glowing. She has the bracelet and she's like, yeah, it's glowing. And they think the movie makes you think that that's the light on her. It's the bracelet, that's the light because it's got a light on it glowing, but it's really the girl, and the fucking bracelet is a bomb that's gonna blow up if the light doesn't go back. So you know, now that they figured that out, at the same exact time they figure out that like that you know, she has the light on her bracelet. That's what they think, you know, or that's what Will thinks. He knows damn well that's her at this point. He's keeping Will safe because Will likes her. You know, he doesn't want to tell Will just yet. So Serlina figures it out too. I don't remember how she figures it out, but she goes and kidnaps the girl. So she has her kidnapped, right? She has Laura kidnapped at the Men in Black headquarters, and she's strapped to a Kylothian ship, you know, that's on a timer to send her to Kylothia, and if that happens, then they win. So Serlina has Laura in a ship on a timer that's gonna send her to Kylothia, whatever fuck it's called. You know, the ops of Zartha, you know, the enemies of Zartha. So you know, they fight and they have this big fight and shit, you feel me? Like, you know, long story short, Will saves her. You know, Will saves her, and he like shuts the timer off, and they get into this car that is also a fucking spaceship, and that's really important because that's real shit, fam. Like, they have all types of advanced technology and shit, you know. And so they get into the car, they put it in spaceship mode, and fucking Zerlina's chasing them. Zerlina's fucking chasing them in her spaceship. She's chasing her in the spaceship that she had her attached to. So you know, they're trying to outmaneuver her and shit. And this is important, like, while the fucking while they're in the fucking flying car, right? The flying car is literally neuralizing the people down below as it's flying. That's real fucking shit, y'all. That's like why we don't be remembering a lot of shit. Like, a lot of times shit do be going on here. Like, aliens do be like getting in altercations and shit here for our freedom. It's literally us versus the human beings, y'all. So like, when you're looking at the Miami Mall shit, them people got neuralized and shit, you feel me? Like, you know, you're just looking like, if we are in alien spaceships and we're doing shit, they're gonna neuralize us and shit, so that we, you know, for the time, because it's a certain time when the war is gonna happen, when they're gonna reveal themselves to us. All these, because look, when I was saying this, you have aliens all around you, fam. Like, you think this is just your coworker, you think that this is your best friend, you think that this is your enemy. Like, these are all people that like know you. They know you sleep. Black people, I'm not talking about human beings or nothing. This is for black people, black and Latino people. You guys are gods, and y'all are literally asleep, and everybody around you is either trying to keep you asleep or they're trying to feed you codes to awaken you. And you have all types of protection around you. You think that's just your dog, you feel me? You think this is just your cat that you saved. You think this is just your pet insect, you feel me? Like, this is your cosmic family here to protect you and watch over you, you feel me? That's real shit, you know? We're completely surrounded. Just like the fucking Serlina coming down here and shapeshifting. Our ancestors did that, and they have this motherfucker completely on lock in the skies, in the ground, and on the land, you feel me? We're completely surrounded by our ancestors right now. We just don't know it, but they're gonna start revealing themselves to us very soon. That's why I'm telling you guys this shit, you know? So yeah, they're in the ship, and they're in the spaceship, because it's a fucking car, but it turns into a fucking jet spaceship thing. Like, they're flying, and Serlina's behind them flying after them. So they're neuralizing everybody down looking at them like, hey, look at, what the fuck, that's a spaceship. Neuralize, oh, nothing happened. Yeah, that's real shit, fam. You know? Yeah. So, because there's been alien invasions. That's what Independence Day and shit is about. Like, they just, now, either the ancestors were neuralizers, but the Independence Day one, they neuralize us with the TV. You feel me? They neuralize, the TV's a neuralizer. You know? That's what Incredibles 2 is about. Like, the main villain is like, she hypnotizes people through screens and shit, makes them do her bidding. That's what, like, that's about. Like, these screens and shit can hypnotize you. You know, they're already socially conditioning us to be something that we're not. Like, the whole black family operates like a Tyler Perry movie, or, you know, the Bill Cosby show, or the fucking Bernie Mac show. Like, you know, all this shit that's out here for us to watch. I think this is just one big functional family that argues every once in a while and does this and has these morals and shit. Nigga, y'all are whole fucking gods, y'all. And what they did is kind of like the Incredibles. If y'all don't remember, in the Incredibles, these motherfuckers are fucking superheroes / gods. And nigga, like, these niggas are gods, and they made it illegal to be gods, nigga, and they made them all do this normal shit. This squirrel was just running at me full force. I thought he was gonna try to climb up this tree, like climb me. I'm like, yeah, them nails be sharp, bruh. A real squirrel, like, because I'm in the park, y'all, you know, a real squirrel just came running over here, you feel me? Yeah, I'm in nature. Look, got my dogs in the soil. You don't be scared of nature, y'all. This is how you connect and shit, you know? So yeah, fam, yeah, they're neuralizing everybody below. Will takes the wheel, because K has the wheel at first. He takes the wheel. He flies them down in the sewers where that worm was, that the dude was harassing, and that was eating the trains and shit. He's still down there. So he flies down there. He stops. He jolts stop. And Serlina keeps going, and she gets eaten by the worm, but she doesn't die. Like, she can't really fucking die, y'all. Like, she's like some type of monster, nigga. But yeah. So they're taking the girls who were ship. She's supposed to be, Kay gets his full memory back at this point. Like, he remembers who Laura is, and he's taking her to the ship. Will still thinks that he's finna deliver the light up to the ship, which is the fucking bracelet, but it's not. It's her. You feel me? So they get to the top of the building where the ship is and shit. And yeah, well, Will's like, yeah, well, come on, let's do it. Let's get the light. And or maybe it's Laura that says that. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, let's do this. Let's beat them. Let's get the light on the let's get the light on the ship. And bruh, Kay turns around and he's like, well, you're the light, baby. Like, you're the light. 25 years ago, you don't remember this, but 25 years ago, your mom, which is the princess of Zartha, brought you here to hide you on Earth. You've been the light, and she's black, y'all. This represents us. We are the fucking light of the cosmos. We're the key to this shit. We're the key to the fucking war. Like, and we have complete amnesia. We don't remember who we are. We're the guardians of the galaxy, y'all. Like, we really are fucking superheroes. All of this shit. This is just another movie telling us some shit that we feel like we know, but we don't remember, y'all. Like, you know, that's what all this shit is about, fam. Like, we literally, I'm over here looking at them playing basketball. I really want to play, bro, but my ass is about to do this and then go back home, you know. Yeah, because niggas is asleep, you know. They might not want me to pull up hoop with them, and I sure don't want to get into it with nobody. Trying to be good and shit. Trying to be a good person and trying to be like communicative and shit. But yeah, that's my matrix self. But yeah, I want to go play some basketball, nigga. Like, I'm sitting there looking at that shit where I need to be focusing. That all this shit is to distract you, fam. That's why I be like light codes. Like, I look over there, nigga. I see them playing that shit. And I want to go play, nigga. Instead of telling y'all what I need to tell y'all. So, that's just an example of that. But yeah, her being the fucking light literally represents, because she was black, y'all. They wouldn't have made her black if for no reason. And Will Smith being black in the first movie, like, he's recruiting, like, he's exposing Will Smith to what the fuck's going on. They made Will Smith black for that reason. Because we are gods, y'all. The black and Latino people are fucking Anunnaki gods. And this is our planet, and way more than that, like, all the planets we created, and we protect them. And we have complete amnesia of who we are. And what it is, the time, like, we're all finna remember that. You feel me? Whether we wanted to or not, we're all finna, like, walk back into that essence. And then they're gonna war with us because they can't keep the planet. You feel me? Like, that's real shit. They know this day is coming. That's why they put these movies in here for us. They're trying to, like, abide by the law of free will. So they show us this shit without showing us. You feel me? They're trying to, like, yeah. But, yeah, so, bruh, that's deep, fam. She's literally been the light the whole time. She didn't know she was the light. She didn't know she was a Zarthan. That other dude was a Zarthan. He knew he knew who he was. That other Zarthan knew who he was. This literally is because the guys are the only ones that don't remember who we are. Like, the human beings and shit, they don't have cosmic history and cosmic ancestors and fucking divinity and shit like us. Like, we go back to the beginning of everything. Like, we literally descended from dark matter energy, that pure darkness. So when they're calling her the light, it's because we're luminous beings. You feel me? Like, we really come from darkness, though. We put light on other planets to illuminate them, but we're luminous. Like, we, like, literally are every color of the fucking rainbow, nigga. Like, when we're down here in the physical, but in our astral states, like, in our astral forms, we burn hotter than the sun. Like, we shine brighter than the sun. You can't even, like, look at us. Like, if one of us was to come down here in our full form, we would be we'd be brighter than the sun. Like, you literally wouldn't even be able to look at us. We're luminous beings, you feel me? So that's what the light thing even represented, It represented us being luminous beings. Like, fucking Yoda was telling Luke, like, we have abilities and shit. This force around you, you're connected to everything. Like, not just the force, you're connected to nature. That's what Tarzan's about. Like, how he got locks and he's connected to everything. He can talk to everything. That's real shit. You feel me? Like, we are literally nature itself. You see me sitting on this tree? We're nature. Yeah, fam. Yeah. So she represented the light. And did you see how the fucking spaceship was just like, it was like a fucking monument at the top of the fucking building. Like, it wasn't even a spaceship at first. It was just this big rock looking monument thing, like attraction looking thing. You feel me? Like, and it turned into the fucking spaceship when it was her time. That's real. Like, a lot of this shit is gonna turn into other shit because when it's time, y'all. Like, y'all have no fucking clue. Watch my first Men in Black, bro. It's on YouTube at Retro Miyagi of the Great. I can't post it on anything else because it was a live video, and it's 4 hours. It's pretty long. You're gonna have to bear with me because I'm explaining. I go through a brief explanation of, like, the war, and I touch on a little bit of the shit you need to know before you even get into Men in Black. Because you need to know the god races. You need to know that there's Anunnaki gods walking around here. You need to know that there's aliens amongst us. So you're either an extraterrestrial, Anunnaki god or goddess, or a human being, or a plant, or an animal. You feel me? That's all that's going on here. You feel me? The human beings are the Caucasian race, the Mexican race, the Asian race, the Dravidian race, and the Arab race. I'll say it one more time. The Mexican race, the Asian race, the Caucasian race, the Arab race, and the Dravidian race. Because I know in one of them videos, I think it might have been Men in Black, I said Mexican twice. I meant to say Asian. You know, one more time so I can make sure I'm hitting that shit. Because, you know, I know this shit. I just be saying it so fast, you know, I might mess up. Because all that shit sounds the same. Mexican, Dravidian, Arab, Asian, you know. So it's Mexican, Dravidian, Arab, Caucasian, and I don't remember. See, I be forgetting which one I'm saying. Like, so Mexican, Asian, Caucasian, Arab, Dravidian. Just rewind that, because shit, every time I say it, I might fucking mess up again, y'all. I'm not a perfect messenger, you feel me? Like, when I be saying this shit, they be emitting light codes into me so I can't say it, you feel me? Like, they do not want me to say that shit right, you know? So just take that in with y'all. Like, ain't nobody perfect. Nobody is gonna be a perfect messenger. You know, we're just here. We just remembered who we are, and source channels through us. You feel me? Source channels through you. Everything I know, you know. I'm not telling you nothing that you guys don't know. I'm just helping. I'm just stimulating your soul's memories, nigga. Like, K, like, you already fucking know this shit. Like, when Will's telling him, hey, bro, you're this Men in Black agent. You're really this, that. You're the best agent that we've ever had. And everybody else, like, when he went into the Men in Black headquarters, everybody knew K, except he didn't know who he was. Everybody knew who he was. They're like, yeah, K, you're the best. That's exactly how this shit goes, bro. When this shit all flips over, bro, our ancestors are going to be coming up to you. Yeah, you're this being, that being. Like, yeah, you've done this and that. And, bro, everybody's going to know who you are except you. You know? That's literally how it's going to be, fam. Because the extraterrestrials are going to completely, like, merge with us at a point, nigga. Like, they're not gonna be able, they're not gonna be just hiding in the skies and shit no more. Like, when the time's right, when the planet's high enough on in frequency, they're gonna, like, just expose themselves for who they is, benevolent extraterrestrial races. And then Zeus's side is gonna expose themselves. These Palladians and reptilians and shit are gonna expose themselves to you. You feel me? And everything's gonna be what it is, you know. And then we're going to be ushered into a whole nother time, y'all. Like, we're already in another time. That's why everything seems the way it is. Like, everything is still, like, like, it's not how it used to be, like, 4 or 5 years ago, you know? When everybody was just asleep in this matrix and accepted it for what it was. It's like, no, everybody's got to wake up now. Everybody's got to see this shit now. Like, you've got to, like, slow down so that you can get these downloads and ancestors can talk to you. They can't talk to you when you're just distracted, or when you're in these low states of frequency, when you're mad, sad, worrying, regretting, you know, angry, like all these low frequencies, scared. Like, that's the frequencies they're emitting. You hear this shit, the crickets or birds or whatever, you know, that shit's not real. It's like, a lot of this shit ain't real. It's like, yeah, you think this is just a park, nigga. They're emitting all types of frequencies to make you feel this way. You're a god. They cannot allow you to wake up. That's why they didn't want me to post. They didn't want me to go live, nigga. They won't allow me to keep posting on live. You know, they don't allow nobody to do shit. You feel me? Once they get to a certain level, if they're really awakening people, if they're really saying real cosmic shit, they're gonna be getting fucked with. They're not gonna just let them do it. You feel me? I'm protected to give you this message here. Yeah, they wouldn't even let me do it on live. I didn't even try it. I done did 2 lives that they done deleted. No, I'm like, all right, I see what it's doing, you know. And they're not even, like, doing it right. They're not sitting here telling me, like, hey, you know, you said some shit we didn't like, you know, so we're gonna block your account. You're blocked from live. No, they'll let me do the whole fucking live. They'll let me sit on live for 4 hours, 5 hours, however long I do it. And then they won't let me post it. It'll just be in processing for days. You feel me? Like, that's not how that shit used to work, fam. Like, and it just will not allow me to post shit. It won't allow me to post little shit. I try to do practice lives, like, hey, this is a test 1 2 3. I try to do shit like that and it wouldn't let me do it. Like, I'm talking about like a 30-40 second video. This shit processing forever. I'm like, oh, these niggas getting down on me. I thought YouTube was down, but I went and looked at people's lives. Kai Cenat got like 8 live streams going. All his shit's posting. You feel me? I'm like, what the fuck? So, like, you know, they don't want me to tell you guys who y'all are, you know, which is absolutely understandable. Y'all are something. Y'all would be scared. You know, y'all would have a damn heart attack if you knew completely who the fuck y'all were, you know. But that's what's gonna happen, bro. Y'all that are watching my videos, y'all are like chosen to know this shit. You feel me? It ain't even that y'all Y'all are the chosen ones, you feel me? I'm not gonna be the only one awakening y'all. Y'all are finna wake up, you feel me? Everything's gonna be waking you up, you feel me? Like, but let's get back to it. So yeah, he's telling the girl Will Smith's bummed out. He's like, damn, she the light. Like, she gotta go back home. They like, I just met her, I done bonded with her and shit, and she gotta leave. You feel me? Like, she gotta go back home. She gotta go back to being this cosmic being and shit, like who she really is. You feel me? She got a whole galaxy to lead. You feel me? Like, you know, Will's bummed out about that shit. You feel me? But, you know, yeah. And then Kay says something really important. He says, we are who we are, even though sometimes we forget. That's exactly what the fuck's going on. Like, you are still a god right now. Like, you're not the descendants of God, like none of that bullshit. You're not a god in the past, like you were. Like, no, you are a god right now. All these abilities are dormant inside of you, but at any point in time, something can happen to you. Like how he was waking up and shit, something can happen to you and deneuralize you and wake you up, nigga, like to what's going on at any point in time. So they gotta try to like keep you distracted. That's why they set up the work shit, nigga, like, because that's just a rat race to keep you going in circles. That's why it's a time-based thing. They want you to spend all your time working, and then they keep making shit higher. Like, you'll never be able to pay for everything because they keep making it higher. Like, they want you to be stressed out and shit, when originally your ass is still a god now. Like, you can manifest everything you want. Stop working your jobs is what I'm telling you. Like, stop working the matrix. Stop doing that shit and just slow the fuck down. Give it all up and slow down and become who you really are, because that, when you do your soul purpose, bro, you're gonna get everything you need. Like, all the money and shit you need, all that, you're gonna be completely protected because you're doing what you're actually supposed to do. You're actually gonna make it. Like, you can never actually make it in their system, bro. That's how they set it up. You're gonna be fucking working forever, fam. You're never gonna have the time. Motherfuckers is like, well, I'm gonna work until this and then I'm gonna start my business. Nigga, you're never gonna have the time. You're never gonna have the money to start it. Shit's gonna happen. You gonna save it up and then lose it. Like, bro, you gotta just quit it. You gotta give it up because it's not real, fam. That's what's happening, bro. They really like socially engineered us and hypnotized us, nigga. That's a spell. Do you see what's on the money? Money in itself is a spell, but we do need it. So, but like, the ancestors will pay you for what you do, for your soul purpose. You doing your soul purpose, you will absolutely get paid. Mark my words. It might take a minute, but nigga, you have everything. You have all the creativity inside you to do anything you put your mind to. You're supposed to be meditating and doing your soul purpose and bringing your truth of reason down here. You ain't supposed, like, you don't let them niggas tell you what the truth is. You have the truth inside you. All the answers you have are inside of you. You feel me? There is nothing that you don't know. The soul knows all truths, y'all. So like, you just gotta like deprogram yourself. Like, you know, see how I'm sitting out in nature. I don't listen to them low frequency music. Don't listen to nobody that don't believe you. It's gonna be hard at first because, nigga, you gotta take your stand. You feel me? Like, everybody's gonna want you to be this matrix, nigga. Like, you gotta be who the fuck you are. It's never gonna work. And you're not too old. For the people that think they're too old to start this shit, time's not real. You're not too old, y'all. Y'all literally, let me calm down. Let me calm down and be a little less radical with it. Like, everything that you came here to do, you have within you. You know, all they did was just program you to think that you don't have the juice, nigga. They programmed you to think that you don't have the sauce. You literally have every answer, like, because you're probably wondering, well, how do I do this? How do I meditate? You have these answers inside you. Like, literally just start with, like, trying. Y'all, like, if you try, it'll happen, bro. Like, just, like how I'm sitting right here. Just close your eyes. You don't got to do nothing extra. Just close your eyes, set a timer for 30 minutes, and sit with yourself for 30 minutes. Don't have any expectations. Then do it again. Do it 3 times a day, or just do it for 10 minutes. Just because literally, you closing your eyes and, you know, just sitting there, listen to your thoughts. You feel me? Everything's going to happen. Like, when you sit down, you're gonna start healing and shit. You're gonna have all these thoughts and shit and all these regrets and shit. You gotta heal from that. Anything you did in your past, bro, you just gotta let that shit go and move forward. The past isn't real, nigga. You feel me? Like, you are who you are now. You are whoever you set out to be right this second. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, that shit's all spells to keep you asleep. You feel me? You're not who the fuck you used to be. You are whoever you set out to be right now in the current moment. Whoever you aspire to be, whoever you want to be, whatever inspires you and, you know, gives you that fucking umph and that flame and puts this light into your eyes. That's who you're supposed to be, y'all. Y'all supposed to be energetic, intellectual beings, y'all. Like, and it's not hard. It's not hard to be yourself. You be yourself, y'all. That's what all of this is about, bro. That's how you unlock your memories, you feel me? Do what you want to do. Do what you like to do. Don't go and clock in for somebody else so that you can make, like, you feel me? That's limited money. You have unlimited resource money within you. Like, whatever you're supposed to do is going to get you money on the physical, you feel me? Or it's going to just get you whatever you need, you feel me? You can manifest this shit, y'all. This is real shit. But you ain't no point in telling you all that. You, first things first, you got to get out their system so that you have time to work on yourself. That's where you have to start there. You have to start there and work on yourself and bring your truth to reason. What do you think's going on here? Don't listen to nobody else. You have all the answers within, you know? Everything else is just to stimulate you. So if you hear something that sounds true, go with that and then add on to it. Like, yeah, so I heard this from this person. You feel me? Like, yeah, the truth is all around you. You feel me? Like, you have it, though. You're the key to this shit. You're the key to the whole truth. You just bring your own truth to reason. Because all this other shit is just here to make you think you're not, you know, that you're tripping, y'all. I'm being dead serious. So, yeah, man. Fucking, Laura, she gets in the spaceship and she goes back to who she's supposed to be. Will and Zerlina have their final standoff, and Kay kills him. Kay kills Zerlina. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the movie, y'all. But the takeaway is that there are beings, like, there is beings around you that you think everything's not what it seems. Like, you think that's a wasp. You think that's this, that. It don't matter what it is. It can be something solid, nigga. Like, oh, you think that's a trash can. You think that's a fence. Nigga, I'm being so serious, nigga. Because we can, like, literally descend into anything, nigga. Like, we can be anything. Our ancestors is literally all around you. And when the time's right, we gonna turn, like, they gonna activate, nigga. And you're gonna activate, bro. All this, you thinking you're somebody else, that's not gonna be the case here soon. Like, you feel me? The sun is already flaring. Every time it does that, the sun is feeding you insight and it's unlocking your dormant genes, y'all. So, like, y'all are really gonna see who y'all are very soon, you know. But also yeah, so, like, you seen how all those extraterrestrials around him. Did you see how Kate fucking didn't remember who he was, but everybody else remembered who he was? You feel me? Like, Laura didn't know who she was, but that Zarthan, that was a Zarthan, that was one of her species in there with her. You feel me? Like, he was there. What do you think he was there for? To watch over the light, nigga. He know who she the light. Just like our ancestors know we the light, nigga. We are like the fucking spiritual assassins, nigga, on this planet. You know, we are the ones that go and patrol alien activity. Like, nigga, we are the fucking men in black in the cosmos, nigga. That's what our job. You feel me? But yeah, and what else, fam? What else? What else? That's really it. That's what all this movie was about. It's about shit is not what you think it is, and that we are asleep, nigga, and then you wake up. Y'all really need to watch Men in Black 2. It's funny as fuck, too. It's one of the funniest ones. Men in Black 3, I was gonna do that one, but it's not that deep. I don't even think it's deep enough to, like, touch on, you feel me? I'm probably gonna do Hancock next, because, nigga, Hancock is on Disney Plus. I repeat myself. Hancock. Oh, these movies are on Disney Plus too. Men in Black 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, y'all go check that out for sure. It's gonna, just like he had to go watch that movie with them niggas at the movie store. He went and watched that shit and he awakened his memories, nigga. Like, and it wasn't. That's exactly how these movies and shit be. They don't be 100% on point, but you be remembering this shit, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have souls to create shit. So, like, this shit that you're seeing, they're not actually creating, they're just re-rocking a bunch of shit, nigga. But these are all real stories and shit, you feel me? Like, you looking at all these fantasy and shit, like, this is real shit. They just re-rocking in different ways to push certain agendas, you know, because they have to tell us the truth, nigga, because it's free will. Every being has free will, and you have to tell them the truth, nigga. Like, if you're gonna be doing this shit, you gotta tell them the truth, nigga. That's what they do. They tell us the truth in a very slick way, but we have the eyes to see that. It's called your third eye, you know. You can see this shit right now, y'all just watch it, and whatever you get out of it is what you get out of it. The way I decode these movies may not be the same way you decode them, but you absolutely can. You feel me? This ain't nothing that y'all ain't hip to, is what I'm saying. Y'all know the truth. It's in your soul. You feel me? You don't need a book. You don't ever need to read a book, nigga. You know all you need to do is meditate. You feel me? That's all you have to do, fam. You don't need a teacher. You don't need me to tell you this. You don't need nobody to tell you this. No spiritual teacher can tell you some shit about you that you can't tell you. You feel me? You have all the keys within. You are the key. You're the missing link. It's you. Black guys, black goddess, Latino guys, Latino goddess. It's y'all. You feel me? Human beings, you feel me? Vibrate to y'all highest. Y'all need to be meditating, you know, so that y'all can vibrate at y'all highest. Because this war is real, you feel me? And, you know, everybody needs to be vibrating high. Human beings, if you vibrate high, you know, you're going to grant yourself a soul, you feel me? Like, and you'll be able to start a whole life that you never imagined you could have. Nigga, like, this is real shit, y'all. You know, everybody's got a role to play here. You feel me? Like how I'm sitting here on this tree, sitting here telling you this shit. Like, everybody's got a motherfucking role to play in this shit, y'all. You know, everybody's got a gift. Everybody has, you know, aspirations, real aspirations. Like, they socially engineered all this other shit. Like, oh, you want to be a doctor? You want to be a lawyer? You want to be a dentist? You want to be this, that? Nigga, your ass ain't none of this shit. Like, unless you are, we have natural herbologists and shit. Some of y'all are herbologists and doctors and shit like that are tuned with the natural. All they did was, you know, kill a bunch of, all they did was kill the original herbology, you feel me, and made it westernized medicine and shit, like pills and shit, like. But every single plant and element around you does different shit to heal you guys, like. And some of y'all are tapped into that, you know. So some of y'all are all this shit they be saying, like, you know. Some of y'all are teachers, like I'm a teacher, you know. Some of y'all are like, you know. But we're all a lot more than just one label, you feel me? You can't label yourself. You can't put yourself in no fucking box, you feel me? That's what the Matrix is, a fucking box, you feel me? They're entrapping our electricity, you feel me? So yeah, you guys are absolutely amazing. You can do anything you put your minds to, for real. I don't be just saying that. Anything you put your mind to. All realities already exist, and you just have to bring them down here to the physical. The spiritual world overruns the physical, y'all. You know? So, yeah, man. A lot of these beings around you aren't who you think they are, you feel me? You're not who you think you are, you know? It gets real deep. But yeah, watch the movies, and the next movie I'm gonna decode is gonna be Hancock. And I like the park, y'all. This felt good. I didn't want to do the decoding at my house because you know, neighbors be loud and shit, and I don't want to offend anybody. You feel me? That's why I'm out here in the middle of the park, nigga. I ain't trying to offend anybody with truth, even though I know it's the truth. You know, it's not. I'm not really being offensive. People can just take offense to it. Just like I can tell you, hey, you look beautiful. But your ass be like, oh, I look beautiful. Are you trying to be funny? You trying to be a smart ass? Like, oh, you think I look beautiful, right? And, you know, some people be like that. Nigga, like, I'm not, you know, when I say this shit, it's like literal facts and shit, nigga. I'm not saying this shit to big up my species or to little dog anybody else's species. When I'm sitting there saying you guys are human beings, that's like a real fact. Like, I'm not little dogging y'all. There's nothing little dog about human beings. Y'all are beautiful beings, too. We're beautiful beings. The only difference is, like, the oppressors made us forget who we are. They didn't really make y'all forget who y'all are. You know, it really affects us, bro, because we are cosmically intertwined with all this shit. So they made us think that we're human beings and we're not connected to all this nature and shit, and then they fuck with nature and then they fuck with us. So that's why we got to remember who we are, because we are at war right now. It's a spiritual and a fucking psychological war. You feel me? So it's very important for us to remember who we are. You know, very important, so that you can protect yourself in this matrix. You know, this ain't a game. You know, they're really getting down on us in real life time. You know, a lot of us are just protected. If you're vibrating high, nothing can affect you. You're going to be protected through all this. But yeah, man, this is a real war. So I just want you guys to be prepared for it. And the way you prepare for it is with knowledge of self, insight. You feel me? You know, you want to be out here in nature, y'all. Y'all want to be in nature. Y'all want to grow out your locks. You know, y'all want to embrace your natural self. For my goddesses and stuff that wear a lot of makeup, you know, cut that out. You're naturally beautiful. You know, you're naturally beautiful. Embrace your natural beauty. You feel me? That's high frequency. Y'all want to be high frequency. Y'all want to be, you know, that's all part of high frequency, vibrating at your highest self. That's how you get insight, you know. You don't want to ever be scared or nothing. You feel me? Like, those are low frequencies. Like fear, worry, regret, doubt. Doubt is like one of the biggest ones, because you guys doubt yourself. Like, these thoughts that be coming to you, all those positive thoughts be real. All the negative ones be like the fallen gods and shit. Y'all don't want to be listening to these fallen thoughts. I mean, y'all want to be listening to these negative thoughts. Y'all want to listen to y'all positive thoughts. That's the ancestors talking to you. You want to meditate and realize that all these thoughts aren't even yours. You feel me? That, like, when you stop talking, why are you still thinking? Like, why do thoughts just keep going when you want to talk, when you want to stop talking? That's because they're not yours. You feel me? But you do have positive ones. That's the ancestors speaking to you guys, letting you know what to do. Like, letting you know, giving you discernment. I mean, giving you I forgot the word, but you know, they're telling you everything's all right and shit, and telling you where to go. Like, you know, they're guiding you, you know. So you want to listen to the positive thoughts, but meditation is a must. You know, meditation is a must. Everything else, you know, will fall in place when you start meditating, y'all. But you know, I know that you guys, you know, it's hard to, like, if you're working a job and shit, it's gonna be hard to quit it, but you need to. Like, this shit is, you're never gonna, like, get to your highest self working, because that's the whole purpose of it. They're gonna keep calling you into work. You're never gonna have time, and when you're at work, you're doing some shit you don't want to do, and they're fucking with you, you know. Oh yeah, do this, do that. You feel me? Like, man, that shit dims your soul. You're not supposed to do that. You can't get this knowledge when your soul is dimmed, because, like I just told you, those low frequencies stop you from getting knowledge. It stops you from getting insight and shit. Like, when you're, because look, this is important too. There's a scene in there where the worms, because they take, when I'm talking about the worms, I'm talking about, like, the alien worms, nigga, like in Men in Black. They take Laura to the worms, nigga. That's where they're hiding her. But when Laura gets kidnapped and the worms pull themselves together, they like, hell, we finna ride with y'all. You know, give me the strap. We finna ride with you guys, nigga. We ain't going for that shit. And then they're in the fucking elevator, and when shit starts popping off, they ass is frozen in fear. They like, too scared, can't move. Like, they say that shit twice. Like, Will's like, hey, worms, cover me. They like, can't, too scared. And then Kay's like, hey, y'all go turn off the power. And then they're like, too scared, can't move. Bro, that's real shit. Like, they put that in there because, look, when you're on that level, you can't do shit but be scared. And fear's not real. Fear, worry, regret, all those low frequencies aren't even real frequencies or emotions. You feel me? Sadness, all that shit's not real. You feel me? That shit that's been socially engineered and programmed into us to stop us from being gods, you know, to hinder our abilities and our fucking, you know, we be doubting ourselves and shit. All that shit's not real. You ain't supposed to doubt yourself. Why would you think that you don't have the drip, nigga? Why would you think that? You feel me? That's real shit. Like, why would you think that you don't have what it takes to do what you need to do? That's doubt. That's shit that they put inside of you. You're not supposed to be scared and shit, nigga. You supposed to be in your highest frequency, you know? Like, that's what's gonna, it's creativity, all that. That's how you gonna start your business and shit. Like, if that's what you're wanting to do, you know, yeah, if that's how you're gonna, like, really break the matrix. My mom was saying that her boyfriend or whatever was like, yeah, I'm ready to get out of the matrix. It's not really getting out of the matrix, like, it's not really getting off grid. Nigga, you can make your life whatever you want right now, like where you're at. You just have to vibrate higher. Don't let this shit, you know, bother you. Like, meditate and then work on yourself. And just anytime you feel in any of these low frequencies, meditate every time. You know, it's gonna break that shit, you know? Or just realize it's not real. Anytime you scared, be like, oh, bro, this fear is not real. So let me do whatever's stopping me. Whatever fear, like whatever the fear is stopping you from doing, that's what you want to do, nigga. Like, I be scared to go live, nigga. Like, look what happens when I go live. I help all of you guys. But that shit makes me nervous. It makes me scared. It makes me scared to sit here in the park and talk and look crazy and shit. Like, nigga, that shit ain't real. Do what you need to do, you know? Know thyself. That's what the Matrix was about. Fucking Neo asking this bitch, oh, am I the one? She's like, no, nigga, you ain't the one. And then points at this shit, know thyself. Nigga, he was the one the whole time. What are you asking somebody if you're the one for? You feel me? You the one. Like, know thyself. Have no doubts. Have no worries. Have no fears. You know, ain't nothing to fear out here, y'all. You're the light of Zartha, nigga. Y'all are the light. Y'all are the gods. Y'all are the power that you seek. You feel me? But with that, I think we touched on everything. And with that, I salute the divinity in you. Peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. And we're out of here, bro. 1.